Happy Saturday. Welcome everyone to Geeks of the Roundtable. It is your favorite movie show of the week. It is the best day of the week. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, my name is Ren and I am joined as always by my co-host Zach Pope. How you doing today, Zach?
I'm good. I watched Skyfall last night. I one more. Never seen Spectre, so I'm gonna watch that either today or tomorrow, and then next week. No Time to Die. So I'm pumped.
It's coming. It's coming fast, baby. All right, we're excited. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, we're going to start off with the weekly ranking. So if you want to show us yours, feel free to add it in the chat below. And of course, start adding your questions for the live questions portion of the show, for the live Q&A portion on the back half of Geeks at the Roundtable. There's 3 ways you can add your questions for us to answer. Number 1, you can just type them on to the live chat and we'll do our best to get to them if they're appropriate for the show. If not, you can support the channel while you ask great questions, as always, through the tip link in the description or just the super chat feature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with a weekly ranking. And this week, I'm going to be the first one to kick this off.
Ren, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I muted myself for no reason.
Okay.
My mic seems to be muting itself. So, this week, the worst thing I watched was Dear Evan Hansen. Avoid this film. That's my recommendation. It's a really harmful, dangerous depiction of the things he wants to talk about. The least I talk about this film, the better. A little over this week's a little over Dear Evan Hansen, I have The Card Counter, which I just uploaded my review for yesterday. Very boring movie, very disjointed and uneventful. Did not care for it, unfortunately. More on my review if you want to check that out. And now we get tricky because I was more entertained by this week's What If
Right,
than I was by the man. Yeah, sorry. I was more entertained by this week's. I was more entertained by this week's What If than I was by The Many Saints of Newark. At the same time, I recognize that The Many Saints of Newark might be the better film, the better vehicle of filmmaking and storytelling. So this one just jumps back and forth. Today I will say Many Saints of Newark, and on top of that, this week's episode of What If. Tomorrow my answer might be different. So just so you know, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Over that, Cop Shop, which I finally saw. This was so much fun. This was wild. I love every cast member. I love these wild 80s style gritty action films. So this one filled up my appetite. Over Cop Shop, I am going to have this week's episode of Shaman King. It was 20 minutes of witnessing murder. It's a villain-focused episode. So this was fucking awesome. I adore this episode to no end. Over that, I'm And today, the first ever ranking video on the channel will come out, so stay tuned for that. I'm almost done with the editing, so I would say I'm on the number 2 section. So I'm already inserting clips and stills on when talking about the one that got my number 2. So wait for it around an hour after the show is done. Make sure you have the notifications on. Click that bell so you're notified when when the video goes up. So yeah, Star Wars Visions was really strong. I really enjoyed it. And on top of it all, the best thing I watched this week was Midnight Mass. That show is spectacular. Just came out yesterday on Netflix. So if you haven't checked it out, start binging it. All right, Zach, let's go with your weekly ranking.
At the bottom is Dear Evan Hansen. Was fucking shocked me how manipulative and how big of a piece of shit Evan Hansen was. Caitlin Denver was great though. I really liked her, and I think if it wasn't for her, I would have probably despised the movie more than I did. Because it's a good made movie. The music's good. That like all the musical elements are good. It's the story and the main character that absolutely frustrated me to no end, to the point where I was literally out loud saying, "You are a piece of shit." I took notes on every piece of shit thing He didn't. I don't care. I don't blame your social anxiety. I don't. I don't care what the fuck you're trying to do as a person.
No,
You
no,
are a
no,
piece of
no.
shit. When you start almost taking money for college from a family that just lost their fucking son, nah.
Most every character in this show in this movie is a piece of shit.
So,
Like 99%.
um, next is everything else I liked, but next is the What If episode 7. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
That's really it for me. Next from there, I'm only gonna include things that I reviewed this week. Next is Star Wars Visions. Really, really, really loved this. Almost liked every single episode. There's maybe only 2 episodes I didn't really care for. And even those episodes I thought, oh, whatever. And then at my number 1's the horror masterpiece, Midnight Mass. This is flat out the best thing Flanagan has done for me. I've seen it twice. I want to watch it again, and I will watch it again. Congrats to him and the entire team. I love, love, love this movie.
This show.
It feels like a movie.
The show, yeah. Yeah, true. Also, I forgot to rank one thing. Just below Midnight Mass, I watched the original The Guilty, the Danish movie. Spectacular. I watched the remake 2 nights ago. Still haven't reviewed it, so that's why I didn't rank it, but I'll talk about it on Monday, I believe. And all right. That's it for weekly rankings. Let's see if someone shared theirs. Movie fan shares his, or hers, I don't know, actually. Weekly ranking, number 1, Halloween Rewatch. Number 2, Halloween 1978. Oh, you like either the 2018 or the Rob Zombie one better than the original. Which one do you, I think he's talking about the 2018 one. What do you think, Zach?
I agree. I hope so.
Yeah, I think so. Disagree, but between the Rob Zombie one and the 2018 one, I hope it's the 2018 one. Number 3, Kate. Number 4, Die in a Gunfight. I never saw that. It looked like shit to me, so I completely skipped it. And number 5, Super Intelligence. Get ready for Halloween Kills, even though I don't get it till October 28th. I don't even know when that's coming out for me. For all I know, I only get it on October 28th as well. But all right, that's it for weekly rankings.
The UK is the same on that film for some reason.
The same as movie fans? The same as Australia?
No, it's the United States.
Okay. When does it come out in the United States?
The week before, the 15th.
Oh, okay. Okay. So like the 7th or 8th or whatever. I don't really care about that movie.
But you're gonna watch it.
I know. I am. I'm gonna give it a chance. The trailer looks good. I didn't care for the 2018 one, but the trailer looks good. All right, everyone. For our first topic, it's good news. I think, at least, it's good news. And it's nothing official. These are just in talks. But whenever someone is in talks with someone else with a studio, is because the studio is like, okay, we want this person. And the person is like, okay, I want to do this job. And so they're just talking about how much they're going to receive for this job, because Howard Shore, the composer for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, he is in talks to return to compose the score for Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series. Zach, I'll always be the guy with the unpopular opinion. I don't love the Lord of the Rings as much as everyone else. They are incredible films. For many people, they are the epitome of filmmaking. For many people, they get 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, hell, 11 out of 10, 6 out of 5, etc. I can never go that perfect. I still give it like 4.5 out of 5s, 9.9 out of 10s. I just can't go perfect. However, if I could score a single element of any of those movies as perfect, it would be the score by Howard Shore. He just made an immediately recognizable score for that world, for those characters. You maybe don't know every track by name. You have to be insanely fanatic about those scores to know that kind of stuff, I think, about anything. But you immediately know, oh, this is the score for the Shire. Oh, this is the score before the battle. Oh, this is the score for the orcs and for Sauron. And so I think it's very, very wise to at least try to bring him back for this show. I also like that it might insinuate that this show is connected to those films, and this is like the same version of the story. So I'm really happy about this. Again, it's not official, but I hope it becomes official. What about you, Zach? What do you think about the scores for those films and the possibility of Howard returning for the show?
So, I love this. I mean, I love the Lord of the Rings. It's not something I binge every year, though. I usually hold it off every other couple of years and go to it. I watched the extended editions for the first time this year and loved them.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, you know. But you do make a good point. Are they all in the same world now?
Yeah.
Because from what we know, like, so technically Warner Brothers could go make more Lord of the Rings movies and shows if they wanted to, which, I'll be honest, they're fucking stupid. Why are they not? This is a big property. You have HBO Max. Stop making just superhero stuff and other things. Where's the Wizarding World? Where's Mordor? Where's that's, you know what I mean? Like, you have these other properties, go make them. But theirs is anything Hobbit and on. Amazon has everything everything before the Hobbit and back, which makes interesting development. So this is going to be an interesting show. I think in a sense they'll be connected, you know, but like if we see any characters that would be in the Lord of the Rings, they won't be played by the same person, clearly. Like, and I think we already know that, like, whoever plays Hugo Weaving's character, I'm pretty sure that character is actually in the show. And obviously Hugo Weaving is not playing it. He's already said so. So it's going to be, again, I think more of those things of, oh, okay, so it's this character, this character, this character, this many years before. I just want to know what the story is at this point. But Howard Shore coming back, give me it. I mean, that one image that they showed us, I was like, phew, that's fucking beautiful. So very exciting.
By the way, I see Jacoby P that he's saying I missed his weekly ranking. I legit don't see it. The only comments I see from Jacoby P starts with my bros when he arrived on the show. After that,
I don't see it either.
The Jacoby P, feel free to type it in again, and we'll happily read it. It's just we can.
I see. I see why. I see why.
It?
I just put it in.
Oh.
It's because he cursed in it. Or something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he said fuck you, so it blocked it. I didn't catch that one.
That's not on us. YouTube automatically blocks you or blocks us from seeing it if you swear. Just waiting on Zach to accept it.
I did it.
Nonetheless.
I did it. But I don't know if it'll but I don't know if it'll show up now.
It probably will show up as the latest comment in a bit. Yeah, but let's talk about that after this post. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's very good news. I hope they work things out. And I hope we actually get those answers too. Is this the same version of this universe, the same interpretation as the movies? I hope we get those answers clearly one way or the other. I just want to know if it is or if it's not. I don't care. I don't have a preference either way.
I don't know if they can legally say if it is or not, if I'm being honest with you. Because of those
you have a point. You have a point. I
think it's more of just something for us fans to be like, okay, it's in this world. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, if they bring on any of the same cast members onto the show, even if it is a Carl Urban who is working with Amazon because he's in The Boys.
Yeah.
He was in The Lord of the Rings. Even if, I mean, he wouldn't show up because he's human and he's alive on The Lord of the Rings, so he wouldn't be.
And I'm pretty sure he died too. But again, they can't go forward. But
bring back one of the elves, Craig Parker, who's one of the minor elves. He's the villain in Spartacus. That's why I remember him.
But that's where you make a good point. I think for me, I might be wrong on this. I'm pretty sure anything that does take place in the Lord of the Rings world, like video games or not, is canon. I could be wrong on that though, because like the Shadow of Mordor's game, I swore somewhere it was said that is canon somewhere.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's not like Star Wars where we have like 30 different Lord of the Rings shows. So I'm just going to say it's canon in my eyes, and that's it. Ren, I can't hear you. Guys, Ren is missing. Oh no. Someone needs to tickle him. Who says it? He's not muted. Well, now it's now it's showing muted, but I still can't hear him.
Now?
Okay,
now
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now. All right, let's see. Zach, what is your verdict on Howard Shore possible return to the?
I'll night this.
Yeah.
Give me it. Let's see it. Let's do it. Do it now.
I'll night it to.
You're muted again.
OEP's weekly ranking. My weekly ranking, number 5, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It still sucks. Number 4, The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3. Number 2, Ted Lasso. So I have no idea what is going.
Are you able to switch the mic to just your laptop? Let's see. If you need to, I know you can switch the mics during the show to like which one. All right, guys, who wants to sue the microphone company for Ren? I think if we all put a petition together and sue them, we can get him at least like $1,000, which would be helpful in this situation. So let's sue him. I think we can do it together.
I mean, the company of the microphone is Amazon, so you'd be in trouble, my friend.
Oh, we got this. We got this. They just made the Lord of the Rings show. I want to be on it. So it's either they make a new microphone for you, $1,000 one, or they're putting us in the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah, it could be. I would love that. All right, let me just try to fix something else, and now it should be good. I think now it's in a more stable position, so he should be good. I apologize, everyone.
If it happens again, I'm just going to raise my hand. Okay.
All right. I'm noticing now that it is happening before I see that it is happening on my end. Because you raised your hand and I was like, why the fuck are you and then it happened. I don't know what it is. Let me see.
Yes, Lady Aaron. Apparently it is technical difficulties on Ren's end today. It's usually, we go back and forth some weeks. This morning it was my laptop, so we know today is going to be a great day. Dude, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is great. It's one of the few movies that every time I watch it, I like it even more. And it's nice to see some love to The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't hate that movie, but like it's a fun, like, reminds me of like the animated Spider-Man show. I don't know why. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm
back.
Oh, you did it again. Ren's gonna kill someone. Hey, I guess you could say Ren's making a mute point. I get it. Happy you guys like that. I just couldn't stand it. G. Colby, I totally understand that. Again, if someone tells me I hate that movie, I get it. Trust me. Hey, Zach has no Wi-Fi. Ren has no mic, which makes... You know what's funny, though? Like, it's not my Wi-Fi. Like, we have, like, these expensive-ass fucking things called Orbeez, but randomly they do updates and then they fucking shut off and do not shut back on. Like if you go and look at ratings of these things called Orbeez, they are like literally the most expensive, like most professional Wi-Fi routers to possibly have, and they just don't, like, half the time they don't fucking work. But we don't want to switch because when it's working, it is like the best internet I've ever had, and when they don't work, it makes me want to fucking throw it through the wall. Zach, where can I get the Naruto hoodie? I got this from TJ Maxx. Oh, hello, Ren. I was just taking questions. Oh, it happened again.
For fuck's sake, I hate my life. All right,
if you want to
Zach,
hear a funny joke,
our third
Heezy
topic.
Hey made a joke, and I think you'll think it's funny. He said, I guess you could say Ren
That
is
I'm making a mute
point. Yeah. I thought that would make you laugh. I know it's frustrating when microphones
You know,
don't work.
it's frustrating. I'm just happy our friends on the live chat can take it in stride, and
Yeah.
there's nothing we
will
can
say,
do about it, unfortunately. Because
so,
I don't
like,
get what the issue is.
I think it's the wire. I don't know what I've always noticed that wires go out first before the actual microphone, because that happened with my older Yeti where like I was filming something and it would just mute itself, constantly mute itself.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't know
Yeah.
it's something with like either the input or something like that. Or I think you have it in a USB hub as well, right? It can always be those two. My USB hub broke too, so it could be one of the two.
Not.
So fingers crossed. Can you switch? Does your headphones have microphone to it? Those aren't too bad.
No, I don't think so. If anything, I think my computer has an internal microphone, my laptop.
I guess if it keeps happening, just switch to that. Have you ever switched during a mic?
I would. If you guys want me to get a new mic, you can become a member on the channel and help me out every month. So that's how I can get a new mic in the future.
This is how I do it. I'm gonna advertise for Ren. It's funny. I don't even advertise my own Patreon, but I'm gonna advertise for Ren right now. It's a cup of coffee. If you get coffee every day, you can support Ren by not getting coffee once a day. So when your day is going shitty and you're like, fuck, I need a cup of coffee. Wait, I'm giving Ren $5 today or this month. I can't do it today. You can go and listen to a bunch of his reviews and be like, damn, that's awesome. So, all right, I'm going to take us into the next topic. The next topic is, guys, Fantastic Beasts gets a title and its release date gets pushed up by 3 months. It was originally slated to come out right after Black Panther 2, not a smart choice, and also the week before the new Jordan Peele movie, also not a smart choice. So Fantastic Beasts 3, Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore, I think is what the title's called. I don't know. I'm kind of just whatever on this movie. I've heard not so great things about it. The test screenings have not been great, apparently. But that can change. I mean, look at me. I love Malignant, and the test screenings were terrible for that too. And you know what? I can't remember the other movie. There's a couple other DC movies that have come out and actually were pretty good. And so test screenings don't always mean the end of the world. I'm really hoping that this movie does pull it around and actually make something good, because I don't like the first Fantastic Beasts film, and then the second Fantastic Beasts film, Crimes of Grindelwald, I don't hate. I like it, but I'll only like it, and this will only continue to like, if the third one's good, because that second movie was a complete setup. It was complete setup, and that's fine to have a setup movie. I'm fine with that. But I want to see where that setup goes. Now, two things. If I get the next movie and it fucking sucks, or it's another setup movie, then this goes back and makes me hate the other one more. Or if I just don't get a sequel or anything of that nature. But we're getting one. And then we're apparently getting 2 more still. And David Yates probably isn't coming back for those. So good on him. It's just it's interesting. Mads Mikkelsen I'm in for. I am still sad that Johnny Depp's not coming back, but I understand, some stuff's going on with him, but let's see what happens. What could be secretive? I thought we learned all the secrets already. Cool title. I get why they did it for marketing purposes. And Ren, can I tell you this? I think with the marketing purposes, the Secrets of Dumbledore, people are going to see it and be like, ooh, I know who Dumbledore is. Let's go see that movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I don't get looking at the fucking wires. I don't get the titling of this film whatsoever. I think it's just titling. Oh, everyone knows the name. And that's how they title the title. Sing character. I don't. I've heard awful things. I enjoy the first Fantastic Beasts. Unlike you, I despise the second Fantastic Beasts.
I can't hear you. I would try switching to the laptop. Just click the little gear down at the bottom and try switching to the laptop, I guess. Leo, yeah, it is your fault, man. It's your fault. It's okay though. It's okay. We happy you're here. If you guys would like to support Ren, support him by going to his membership or sending in a super chat. Anything helps. But yeah, I think with us, when it comes down to this, where I just don't see this movie really hitting the mark for a lot of people. And I mean, when we look at the box office results of the last movie, it doesn't seem it's grabbing people. I will be honest though, I am shocked we have not gotten a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child movie yet. Absolutely shocked. Or anything of that nature, furthering the Harry Potter world. And in fact, when it comes to the Fantastic Beasts, I think Fantastic Beasts would work better as a show. I think with the amount of detail they're trying to put into it, all the stuff, I think the movie itself would work better as a show. And that's where I'm like, Warner Brothers, you have HBO Max. Let's make a new thing for it. Let's improve this shit. Let's make it work. Let's just make a new show. I don't know. It's not tough. So, Zach, when you mentioned updates, do mics sometimes go through updates? If that's the case, not the ones that we use, Lady Aaron. Not the ones that we use. It's literally just wires. It's not that like technologically advanced. G. Colby Porter, what secrets is Dumbledore hiding? He's hiding something, man. He's hiding something from me. You guys can start sending in little questions right now. I mean, I'll take what I can. Then if I don't get to them, you guys can put it back in when Ren comes back. But yeah. Nathan Holton, are you excited for the Suicide Squad and any other games such as the PS5 games upcoming? Absolutely. I'm a big gamer. I started my own video game channel with Leo from Geekly Goods and Christian, and it's called Critics Play Games. If you want to go subscribe to that for video game content on a weekly basis, feel free to. We have a Deathloop review up there for the PlayStation 5. We have Death Stranding. Why is 2021 is the perfect time to play it now? And we just did a PS5 review, and Leo also did a reaction to the Nintendo Direct. So, G. Colby, I mean, the second Fantastic Beasts left such a sour taste in people's mouths. People just don't care about the new one. The title doesn't help. Lady Aaron, I really don't care. I don't really care. I don't know if this is a hot take, but there shouldn't have been there only should have been, and that's it. Have you finished My Hero Academia Season 5? I have many thoughts and curious. Man, I haven't, Heezy. That is something I need to get on because I know it just ended today. And I actually wanted to do a ranking of all 5 seasons. It's just, when it comes down to anime, I've realized I don't like watching it week to week. I like binging it more. So I've literally put off watching My Hero until now. But now that the season's over, I can go and binge it. I've watched half of Season 5. So it'll be easy to watch it, but I do love My Hero. It's currently my favorite anime playing right now. When Demon Slayer comes back, why the fuck didn't I remember that? I'm excited for that. Do you think we'll see another Harry Potter eventually? Yes, absolutely. It'll happen. If it doesn't happen, I'd be pretty shocked. Not gonna lie. Did you hear that Warner Max is the key restoring the Snyderverse? Not true. The Snyderverse is done. I trust me. I don't want to say that. Don't want to say it on my words, but unless Discovery wants to do something different, I think Snyder's done overall. He's over at Netflix making the passion projects that he wants to. The Zack Snyder Justice League was his final film. It seems like, maybe we'll still have some small continuity stuff with like Gal and, Jason and, maybe Henry Cavill one day. I pray to God, but I don't see it happening, and I really want it to, but it sucks. So besides technical difficulties, how's your day going? It's good. I just woke up less than 30 minutes ago. Literally wake up 10 minutes before the show, throw a shirt on, throw a hat on, get up on here. That's why I'm a little bit tired with less energy. Stayed up watching Skyfall. Gotta watch all the James Bond movies before Tuesday because that's when I see No Time to Die. Also seeing Venom the same day. Busy week for reviewing. I saw you started Ted Lasso, Zach. How do you feel about it so far? G. Colby, I really like this show. First 2 episodes, I was like, I don't get the hype on this thing. why does everyone love this show? And then I think it kicked into the episode where his wife comes to visit. It kind of started hitting there, and I just love Ted as a character. And like that's the reason that I'm continuing to watch the show. I'm not fully sold on all the other characters yet. Some of the other players I am, but when it comes to other selective characters, I'm like, okay. But it's a really feel good show, so I'm liking it a lot. I get the hype. Thoughts on the Mario movie? I'm not going to say anything yet because that's actually our next topic. Joe Fletcher, are you watching the Dumb event today? I am. I'm gonna react to the big things so Cowboy Bebop's trailer. If a big Stranger Things trailer finally drops, yes. I don't know if I'll react to a Witcher trailer because I don't want to see anything more from that, but we'll see. Maybe Ozark because I love Ozark. I kind of like Damien Scott. I kind of like watching week to week because that's the way that's the way there's something to look forward to every week. I agree with that. Tony Movie Chabby asks, what are your thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Casting? That's actually the next topic. I'm going to give it another minute for Ren to join back in. If he doesn't, then I'm going to go to that topic. So yeah. G. Colby, Roy is my favorite character on the show. Roy is great. That's actually one of the characters I do like. Damien Scott, will you be seeing the new Resident Evil movie? Of course. I try to see everything in theaters or just in general see it. Joe Fletcher, what if for the Falcon the Winter Soldier? Overall, what if? But I really still liked the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. But I am going to continue with the topics because I don't want us to get too behind on the schedule. So let me pull up the Super Mario Brothers. So let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to find the IMDb page. All right, perfect. All right, so the next topic is, and I can't share anything because I'm not, maybe I can. Let's see. Share screen. Can I share this? Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay, never mind. All right, so next December 21st, 2022, we are getting the latest Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Super Mario, the movie. I don't think that's the exact title, though. I actually think the title is Mario. This is exciting because Nintendo has not let someone make a movie of theirs since back when the 80s version came out, and that is not a great film. And this one is all going to be animated from Illuminations, which is a very hit or miss studio for me. I really only think the first two Despicable Me's are the best films they've made. Other than that, I don't really love their films. It's nothing to do with their stories or anything, It's nothing to do with the animation. The animation's always gorgeous. It's more of these films are more for kids. So I'm hoping Mario can kind of hit that in between that Pixar and sometimes DreamWorks also hits. So, it's got the cast was announced at the Nintendo Direct. So let's start from the bottom and go up. So some other ones that people weren't talking about. So we have Sebastian Maniscalco, who's playing Spike. Charles Marinati, who's known for playing Mario. Fred Armisen is playing Cranky Kong, which is cool. Keegan-Michael Key is playing Toad. I actually really like that one. Jack Black as Bowser. I kind of the more I've sat on that, I kind of actually I'm actually the more I've sat on this, I actually do not hate this casting. I don't hate this casting. I can't really say much until I actually see them voicing them. If I see the voicing, I'm like, you sound just like Chris Pratt, or you sound just like Jack Black. That's when I'm gonna have an issue. But right now, I'm still always in the camp. You guys should get actual voice actors to voice this, especially when it comes to Mario. You have Charles coming back to do cameo voices. Why wouldn't you just have him do Mario? I don't know. I get it why you do big names and stuff like that to make the parents want to go see it, but the casting isn't my worry. It's Illuminations. I don't know what story they're telling here. I don't know how the story will be. Will it be towards kids? Will it be towards families? Will it be towards everyone? You have to hit that fine line, and I really hope they can because, again, Jack Black is Bowser. I dig that. Charlie Day is Luigi's perfect casting. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Donkey Kong laughing, and it's Seth Rogen's laugh. It's pretty funny, but I like that one. Anya Taylor-Joy is Princess Peach. Cool. I don't mind that. And Chris Pratt is Mario. At first I was like, really? Him? The more I thought on it, and then he posted that video of saying how excited he is to do this and yada, yada, yada. And it sounds like he is going to be doing some sort of voice for this. Again, we don't know what that is. So I'm going to hold my regardment or my judgment until we actually hear the voice. And I really implore that all of you guys should do the same, because we can't judge a voice, because we might hear it and be like, holy shit, that doesn't even sound like Chris Pratt. Or holy shit, that's a really good voice. Because when I think of Chris Pratt, you know, we think of Emmett from Lego Movie, which I thought his voice for there actually added a lot of depth to that character and a lot of nuance. Onward, it sounded just like Chris Pratt, but it also just sounded like Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. I still really like that movie. But for a movie like this, where we've heard Mario's voice for years and years and years, this is one where you do need to be a little bit, to respect the fans, you have to hit that nice point. So I'm hoping they can do it. I don't mind this. I'm actually not going to knight it or shame it, though, because I'm in the middle. I just want to see. I like the casting, but I want to hear the voices before I make a judgment of like, okay, this was a terrible call. So not too bad. Nothing of that nature. And I guess we will move on to the next topic. Let me know down below what guys, I'll kind of read into the chat a little bit. Let's see. Zach, that Mario movie came out was from the 90s, not the 80s. That's hilarious. Who knew that? Looks like shit. This cast is one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Jacob, thank you so much. Just want to stop in and say, hey, live chat from the job and movie theater morning, Zach and Ren. Hey, Jacob, have a great job or a great day at work. And the best part is that announcement came from the Nintendo Direct, which will be, Illumination is my only worry about the movie. That's my only worry. Seems like Chris Pratt is the only casting people are like, what the fuck? I've seen others, like on even Peach. Like really the only one I've seen some positiveness on is like a lot of it is Charlie Day. The rest, like it's like some people like it, some people don't. Princess Daisy might not be in it, Damien Scott, so maybe that's why she wasn't casted. Jack Black as Browser is pretty impressive. Watch it just be like Jim Carrey. Exactly. So I don't know. It's just it's interesting. There is no way Mario hits the release date less that week after Avatar. No, it doesn't matter. It'll hit it. It's an animated movie. I mean, look at right now. Coming out the same exact day this year is Kingsman and Matrix. And then 4 days before that is Spider-Man No Way Home. December is usually pretty a stacked month. I don't know if you remember, but the year that Bumblebee came out, there was like literally 5 big movies coming out the exact same day, or even like within a 2-week span, which I'm pretty sure it was like Bumblebee, Spider-Verse. Happens all the time. And honestly, Avatar and Aquaman, those are those only 2 movies. One of those got to fucking move. I do think it's going to be Aquaman. I don't think it'll be Avatar. I do think it'll be Aquaman, just like a week or so, or maybe like a week before or something of that nature. We'll see. But Mario, it's fine. It's not going to be handled anywhere. I just hope it's a good movie. Moving to the next topic, though, we have. Let me see, friends. Okay. Moving to the next topic, though, we have Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. The poster has been revealed. Just trailer drops today at the Dumb event. Netflix is having a huge Dumb event, if you don't know, where they're going to be pretty much a 3-hour event of displaying either new trailers, new details on projects, Extraction 2, Red Notice, Cowboy Bebop, maybe One Piece, Ozark. What else? Umbrella Academy, Stranger Things, you name it, it's going to be there. The schedule's out. Pretty excited for this. It's their first time actually ever doing something from like this, from my knowledge. So I'm hoping it's actually good. And I'm hoping they actually show some good stuff. Cowboy Bebop, though, this is one that I'm pretty excited about. If you haven't seen the anime, I really, really, really emphasize that you go see it. From my understanding, this is a new interpretation of it, but it will not be the exact same story, which I kind of actually like. Do your own thing with these characters, show something different. Maybe it's even a continuation. Who knows? But I really like the poster. I think it fits the vibe of what Cowboy Bebop is. And the trailer, I'm hoping, will probably do the same. Live action animes usually suck. So I'm really hoping this one's good. So I'm going to knight it for the most part. And I'm pretty excited to hear all your guys' thoughts on this. We'll kind of jump in. Tony Movie Chappie, Cowboy Bebop is one of my all-time favorite animes. Lady Aaron wasn't originally supposed to be the new Matrix movie coming out as the same. Yep, it was this year. That did not happen. I'm G. Kobe Porter. I mean, were we all shocked? Like, what the fuck by Ryan Reynolds casting as Detective Pikachu? And he was great. So let's get exactly. You don't know until we see the movie. So let me message Ren, make sure everything's okay. Let's see. There will be more casting. Daisy, they'll be voiced by Florence Pugh. Wario, voiced by Danny McBride. Waluigi, voiced by Adam Sandler. It's actually not bad. I actually did see something for Waluigi, though. Someone said Adam Driver, and they put a mustache on him, and it looked just like Waluigi. The only live-action anime movie I like is Ghost in the Shell. I like Ghost in the Shell, too. Not for everyone, not perfect, but I dug it. It's a shame that Stranger Things won't be showing a trailer for season 4 today. It has been confirmed that it'll be like a 1-minute teaser, kind of like the hot. That's dumb. I'm not gonna react to that. The thing about Stranger Things is they really need to get it under, because I think they're doing one more season after this, and I really hope after this season, I think it's done. Like once it starts airing, they say, all right, we got to start making season 5. They do this every year after every season, and it's just like, you guys know you guys are hit, so go for it. I know we were in a pandemic and stuff, but like it's every fucking time. So like instead of waiting like 2 years for this one, we're waiting like literally 3 or 4. So it's kind of a joke. All right. Let's go to the next one. Marvel. They are suing. The big main topic of the show. I really wanted to wait for Ren for this one, but I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay. Marvel, the title of the show, Marvel suing to not lose rights to their characters. So Marvel's suing Ditko and Lee Estates to keep rights to their characters. I'm not a huge, when it comes down to copyright laws and stuff like that, I'm not the main person to ask about this. But what I can tell you is people don't understand things like this. So pretty much in the overall structure of it, there's like a law out there that when you sell a character like this, after like a certain amount of years, I think in this perspective, it's 60, the estates can come back, or the person can come back and say, I want my character back. This is where you can see that like Predator went through this with Disney, but Predator is now fixed. Friday the 13th is still going through this. That is why we don't have any more Friday the 13th movies. And typically it either goes one or two ways. They either just pay them like, hey, we're just going to keep using it. Here's a bunch of money. Go away. Or, you know, and I think that's kind of probably what happened with the Predator one, because we are getting a new Predator movie right now that it's actually just got done filming, from Dan Trachtenberg. But in the instance of Friday the 13th, no movies have been made because there's still in a legal battle with it, because nothing can be settled with that film. So it's very interesting to see what is going on with that. And Marvel's kind of doing the same thing. So like on the off chance, this is on the off chance. On the off chance it goes the wrong way and Disney completely loses, Disney and Marvel completely lose, the estates will get back almost nearly all their Marvel characters. I think the main ones that they talked about was Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and a couple others that they're prominently using right now. Oh, Falcon, I think not Captain America, but a couple others like that. And the thing with it is if like this is worst case scenario. I do not see this ever happening. I don't think it will, but if it were to, worst case scenario, Marvel and Disney lose the rights to those characters. They can't use them anymore. I don't even know what would happen with the Marvel thing. Like, I don't know how the rights would, and in a sense, I don't know what happens with Sony either, because then Sony has a contract to keep using Spider-Man. So it's interesting in that whole development. But again, that is worst case scenario. And in that case scenario, the estate wouldn't have to like be like, oh, like we're never going to let anyone make a movie about these characters again. No, most likely they would. That way they could make money. But all right, Ren finally just got back to me, by the way. Okay. So then moving forward from there, that's the worst case scenario. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Where are we going to go from there? Well, you take that case scenario. So now what's kind of the middle realm? Well, if they win, Marvel and Disney don't win, then the Ditko and Lee estate might just say, hey, you can use the characters, but we want some money. We want to be paid. Because like, if you don't know the controversy, one of the big things is the Batman creator who passed away was penniless, had no money. But he created Batman, like the most like successful, like one of the most successful comic book characters and just in general movie characters of all time now. So for me, this is kind of what's going to happen. I think that the estates will come to an agreement with one another. You guys will get paid. We can continue to do the same thing. Disney and Marvel probably have great lawyers and a lot of money. And the estates probably have somewhat of that same realm. But again, here's some money. Go away. Same thing with Spider-Man. Same thing with all that nature. Just pay the family creators. Get them out of the way. And in a sense, they do deserve it because they did create these characters. So I do, in some instances, understand their perspective. I'm nothing against them and I'm nothing against Disney. I'm in the middle. Pay them, let them do their thing, settle it in court, be done. Or don't even let it go to court. Settle it beforehand. I think that's where it really needs to go down to. So I think a lot of people were kind of blowing this out of proportion that there might be, yes, there's a chance they could lose the characters. But in reality is, for both parties, it's not smart to take those characters away from the MCU because then you just lose money. Like, you're just losing more money. Like, you could literally have this whole entire decision on everything. It happens a lot. And in fact, this copyright thing, Disney typically does these suing things every couple of years. So Disney's the one suing to keep the rights. So that way they don't go into these legal battles. And from my understanding, they actually do this like quite frequently. Whether it was on the Disney princesses, which could actually become public domain if they don't do this, and a couple other Disney movies, which is crazy to think. Like, and even in fact, Spider-Man almost became a public domain a couple years back because of this law. But if it wasn't for Disney, Marvel, and then working with Sony, it didn't happen. So this is a part of this whole entire thing. Disney is going to win, but in a sense, it's just going to be a settlement with the estates to be like, hey, we're going to keep using these characters. This is just the way you have to do it. We're going to keep using them. We're going to pay you a substantial amount of this. There you go. Come to the agreement, all things like that. I see Lady Aaron says, I don't think this is going to end well. I would be shocked if it didn't. I would be shocked if it didn't. And I think from that point of view, it would be absolutely insane if it didn't want to work, you know? So who knows what the fuck is going on? That's just how it's going to work. I guess that's where we're going to start taking some of your live questions, guys. So make sure to start throwing them into the chat so we can have these discussions. And yeah, let's take some questions, guys. Throw them in. It is just me today running the show until Ren jumps back on. And we're going to have some fun doing this. Now, how I'm going to do this, just so you know, I'm only going to scroll a little bit back up. Because a lot of you guys have discussions, and I don't want to ruin those discussions. So I'm only going to scroll a little bit back up, and then we'll kind of start getting into the questions. And then as for this, I'm not going to knight this last one either. I'm just going to kind of sit on it. Let's see what happens. All right. Joe Fletcher, is it Terminator going through the same thing? Is it? I didn't know if Terminator was. I know Predator was going through it. It's not working anymore, though. Hey guys, just made it. Got a new haircut. Congrats. Also, what is your favorite episode of What If? Nicholas, my favorite episode of What If yet? It's probably the Doctor Strange one. I really like that one. It was very emotional. Easy. Hey, thoughts on Donda? If you're talking about the Kanye West album, I think it's the most overrated fucking thing that come out this year. I have nothing against Kanye. I actually really like him as an artist, but I cannot get into fucking Donda. I don't get it. In fact, it's weird for me to say this. I actually think Drake's new album was better than Donda. Just my opinion. Did you hear about a rumor that Adam Driver turned down the role as Nightmare in Doctor Strange Madness and Multiverse? I've heard, from my understanding, I don't think he did, because from my understanding, I don't think Nightmare is the actual villain of the movie. So I didn't hear about that. That would be fun casting, though. Zach, what's your least favorite movie? Zach and Rem, what's your least? Oh, man, that's a good question. I don't really know off the top of my head. Dear Evan Hansen comes to mind, though, recently. Terminator is at Paramount. Oh, is it? That's interesting. I like Terminator. Do you think Miles will be in No Way Home? Good question. I could see him popping up somehow, but do I see it happening? No. I think this movie already has too much to do, and it's easier to bring Toby and Andrew, which the fans already have, a love and emotional crux to him, compared to bringing in a new character that, yes, the second he comes in, everyone will be super hyped, but like my dad would not care because he doesn't know who Miles is. So that it's building that thing, and I think if you're going to put Miles into here, it's interesting. If they're going to do Miles, I think Miles needs to come through from either Andrew Garfield's world or Tobey Maguire. Do not bring him from Tom Holland's. But I will also say this. We do know there is a Miles Morales walking around in New York City. You know, we're seeing items of Feast. So that's a point there. We also know that his uncle is walking around, which I'm really always hoping that Donald Glover comes back as the Prowler. I think that would be fucking cool. Will it happen? I don't think so. I think it was just a fun cameo, but who knows? They do these things years from now. Most disappointing movie so far this year. That's a good question. Let's go check out my letterbox. There's probably a couple in there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 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 Let's go. Yeah. 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 All right. Let's see at my ranking. I've seen like 142 movies this year. New movies this year. I've seen like 200 and something for movies overall. Most disappointing, so like I don't have like, because almost every movie I saw this year was pretty decent. There's a couple, I guess. So Dashcam at TIFF, I think could have been better. I was pretty excited about that one. It's from the director of Host. Woman in the Window, I enjoyed, but could have been better. Snake Eyes was pretty shitty. More I think on that one, the more I disliked it. So that could have been better. Willy's Wonderland was fun for what it was, but again, could have been better. Like I was expecting like a 5 out of 5 for that one. It was dumb way. So yeah, those ones for sure. Do you think Spider Pig will have its own movie someday? There was talks that they were going to do a show, an animated show for him. Did you hear Cody Leach is going full time? Yeah, he actually, Damian Scott, he actually told me beforehand, before he went live. I congratulated him. We talked about some video game stuff that we're going to be doing later down the road. I'm very excited to see what he does. I think Cody Leach is like one of the best creators on here. In fact, if I could go full time, I'd fucking would. What has been your favorite directorial debut of this year? Who's done a directorial debut? I saw a film at TIFF called Loners that was really, really good. So that actually might be out there for me, to be honest with you all. Let's see, who else do we got for first time director? Mass is another one. To keep that one on your radar. It comes out very, very soon. It's one of the best. Shiva Baby, whoever directed that, I think might have been their first film as well. Awesome. If Saint Maud was a directorial debut, fucking love that. The director of Plan B and Language Lessons also had 2 films this year. Both those films are great, so I loved it. So yeah. Good question. Zach, did you see the trailer for Peacemaker? It's not really a trailer. It's like a 5-second teaser. But yeah, sure. It was good. Most surprising movie so far this year. Most surprising movie? Mitchell's versus the Machines. Let's just say that. Or Pig. Zach, did you see Dune at TIFF? No, I did not. So I did TIFF vlogs. So if you want to go watch those, check those out. I did see 12 movies there, but I didn't go in person to TIFF. I watched it virtually. I don't feel comfortable leaving the country. I just, knowing my luck, I'll get stuck out there for some reason. But I am going to see Dune at the New York Film Festival on the 8th of October. I'm going to fly up for 24 hours, less than 24 hours, vlog the entire thing, see Dune, come back the next day, review it, put it up, and yes, I'm very, very excited to review Dune. And in fact, adding on there a little bit more, I will also be seeing Dune actually 2 more times before it's released, because they're screening it out here like literally the week after. So very excited about that. Now if I don't like it, then I'm not going to screen them, but let's see. Hazy Hey, Coming to America. This has been my most disappointing. Compared to the first one, yes. I had fun with the second one, but I didn't think it was great. But I can get the disappointment. It's kind of one that I forgot even came out this year. So, it's interesting how that works, All right, then. By the way, Zach, there was some controversy with the actress that plays Fea. Apparently was calling out fans. Who's Fea? Are you talking about Cowboy Bebop? Because if we're talking about Cowboy Bebop, that controversy is dumb. I don't agree with that. I was pretty disappointed by Conjuring 3. I was actually surprised by the Conjuring 3. I thought that movie looked like shit, and I liked it. Yoshi King, okay, if you had to pick a superhero to have his own movie in DC, who would it be? I think Red Hood. Red Hood would be good. It's tough because DC has some weird things. Like, I'd love just an Injustice one, but like everyone showing up, like Hellboy, Ninja Turtles, and stuff like that. But that's never gonna happen. DC wise, I mean, there's so many that they still haven't touched on. I mean, they're doing Blue Beetle, they're doing Static Shock. But a superhero to have his own movie, I'm assuming you mean one that hasn't had one yet. I guess I want to just say a good Green Lantern movie or Martian Manhunter I think would be fucking cool, but that's all I can really do. Conjuring 3 didn't feel like a Conjuring movie. No, it felt like a detective movie, which I didn't hate. Zach, what is one movie you like that everybody hates? Mine is the Hellboy reboot. God, I hate that movie. I'm sorry. Whew. Likewise, from a hate, I mean, a lot of people hate Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I like it. I like the first Amazing Spider-Man as well. I like all the Spider-Man movies. But yeah. What if Jack Black Bowser is similar to his voice work in Brutal Legends video game? That would be amazing. Yeah. I mean, he's great in Brutal Legends, one of the most underrated video games of all time. Zach, what are some great shows out right now that you would recommend? So I don't watch too many shows, so this isn't like the best question for me to answer. But Ted Lasso I really like so far. Hey, Ren.
Hey, I changed browser, so the camera is not as good, but this is the best I can do for today. Because Chrome apparently doesn't recognize my camera or microphone or any camera or any microphone for that matter. I can't even change it.
That's fucking bullshit. So I have gone through all the topics, and I'm starting live viewer questions right now, just so you know.
All right, where are you at so I can bring them up?
I just read off Lady Aaron's, and I was going over that one right now.
Okay, which one?
Zach, what are some great shows out right now?
Ooh, some great shows out right now. Only Murders in the Building, which
yes,
I recommended to you, but you betrayed me.
I really
you watched the first episode.
Like yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I really like it. Ted Lasso,
Instead
I really
of continuing
like.
That, you watched Ted Lasso. You traded.
Midnight Mass, best show right now.
Yeah. I started. I didn't start this week actually. I started last week, but I'm not rushing over watching it. I started watching Schmigadoon on Apple TV Plus.
Never heard of it.
Which is with Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong. It's created by Lorne Michaels, creator of Saturday Night Live. Basically, it's this couple who's having relationship troubles, and then they go on this hike to try and fix their relationship. And going through this hike on the forest, they stumble upon this little town called Schmigadoon. It's just fun to say the name Schmigadoon. And this town is basically like a town from a musical movie, but it's real. They don't realize what a movie is. They're very old school. They're like 1950s, 60s kind of town. And so the two main characters are incredibly aware of everything that, like, when music starts playing, they're like, oh shit, we're going into song. And sometimes they embrace it, other times they don't, and whatnot. So it's a fun show. I don't know how they're going to have a season 2. I haven't finished it, but I don't know how they can stretch this for a long period of time. But yeah. Nice. Those are two that I'm watching right now. Plus, if you want to get into anime, My Hero Academia just had its finale today. I need to watch last week's episode and today's episode.
I need to watch
Shaman King's really good.
Episodes.
Yeah, and Star Wars Visions is really good. Yeah. I enjoyed it for the most part. So yeah. All right. Dominican Scott, do I need to watch every movie of Dune before the new one? I don't know if you have to. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna. I'm only gonna watch the new Dune and nothing else. I don't want to get spoiled for the new Dune, so I don't think you need to. Like any good movie, you don't need to watch anything beforehand or after to get that movie if it is a good movie. Zach, anything to add?
It's the first part. You don't need to know anything. It's not like it's Dune Part 2. You know what I mean? Like, breaking news also this morning, it only had a 34% drop in its territories that it was out in last week. So it's
nice.
Holding, which is, but nice. I will say, I think a lot of people were expecting this to do great in the United States. Remember, HBO Max is out here. It's not everywhere else. It's going to do good. It's going to do good. But I think its numbers are going to do great. on HBO
All
Max.
right.
I do think that. So,
Is there any actress and actor that you absolutely hate with a burning passion? Not really. There are actors or actresses I maybe don't like or don't see what anyone else sees in them, but I don't. I mean, I hate Roman Polanski, but it's not because of his work as a director. Noel Clark is a horrible person, but not because of his work as an actor. Kevin Spacey is an actor I hate with a burning passion, but not because of anything he did as an actor. Zach, what about you?
you said Kevin Spacey, and I agree with that one. But also, there's one
But not because he's an actor,
Yeah, no.
I assume you also don't hate him because he's an actor.
because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit human being.
Yeah, but I mean, I have nothing against this guy. I've just heard shitty stories about him on set. Noah Sorrento.
Oh,
I mean, I have nothing against him as a
Oh.
personal person. I've just heard he's a piece of shit on set, so kind of just turns me off.
And he is a horrible actor, so I'll give you that one,
So,
Lady Aaron.
Yeah.
Zach, did you see the trailer for A24's The Tragedy of Macbeth? Less than a month, baby. Less than a month.
I'm not watching the trailer. I don't want to see.
Oh,
No.
You can watch this trailer.
I know I can. I don't want to see any images from it, if that makes sense. Like, I literally do not want to see a single frame of this film. But I will be honest, it's so weird that a Coen Brothers is making this movie. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, this is not the movie I would expect. And in fact, like, I know one of them has retired from filmmaking right now.
Yeah.
And I was not a fan of Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That's like the first Coen Brothers movie for me to watch and just walk out.
Still haven't seen it.
Dude, it's because it was originally supposed to be a short series on Netflix with short stories. It works in that realm. But when you're sitting in a theater for 2.5 hours where some shorts work and some don't, I'm sitting there just fucking bored. So I had issues with that. But I'm in the minority. I like Hail Caesar. I like Burn After Reading. I like them as a director. This looks absolutely different than anything they've ever done before.
It does. It does. I've seen the trailer, and it does look very different. That's what it's just weird. The Coen brother is doing Macbeth.
Exactly.
But good weird, not
but
bad.
But the thing
weird.
that I love about it, it's Francis McDormand and fucking Denzel Washington. And then everyone is saying, all the...
I don't know if they're gonna fuck. I don't know if they're gonna fuck it. But the way you worded it, it's Francis McDormand fucking Denzel Washington. I need to see that.
Maybe they do. I mean, I don't know how that feels because she's married to the director, so...
Is it her husband or is the other one the retired one? Because I never know.
This one's her husband. This one's her husband. Okay. The one who retired is working on like stage plays now. Like, I mean, and they don't have to work anymore. They never have to work again.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So like he made like how many movies in his career, and they made almost every movie was pretty much good for him. So I like this. Yeah. And then Nicholas Lee's next question. I actually want to take this one. I don't.
Also, are you excited for Lem? I know the gist of the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer.
Okay, so let me say this. So I kept hearing about this A24 movie called Lamb, but sometimes they don't screen A24 movies out here. Like, we get all the bigger ones. We never get the smaller ones, like the ones that usually go on direct. I didn't know this was going in theaters. So I get the fucking invite from them, which first, you have to be vaccinated to go, which that's cool. That's cool.
Woo-hoo!
But anyways, they sent me it, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this movie about? Because this is like Cow, I'm not going to see it. Like, I look it up. Do you know what it's about?
It's this half boy, half lamb thing that is being raised by this lady played by Numi Rapace.
Yes.
Rapasi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
So in for this. I had no
Me
idea.
too. That's the gist I got. When I said I got the gist of the trailer, that's what I said. That's what I got.
I fucking lost it. I said,
it's so cute.
I'm in.
It's so cute.
I'm in.
I love it.
I'm so fucking in for this. So yes, am I excited for Lamb? Absolutely. Was I excited like 2 weeks ago before I got the screening? No, I could have cared less. Thought it was Cow again. But this is awesome. So now we have Cow, Pig, and Lamb. We need fucking goat.
What is Cow?
Cow.
Do you mean first Cow?
Yeah. First Cow.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
It's fine. It wasn't for me, but it was fine. I do want to also say though, A24 is gonna have a stacked year because they have Tragedy and Macbeth.
Oh yeah.
They have Lamb. They have Come On, Come On. They have Red Rocket. They have like a Souvenir 2.
The Green Knight.
The Green Knight. Zola. I know you didn't love Zola, but I loved it.
Nah.
But, you know what I mean?
No, but I get why they're busy because of Zola. Why Zola adds to the busyness.
Yeah.
All right. Dominici and Scott, what trailers are better than the movie itself? Ooh, how much time do you got? The Card Counter, The Many Saints of Newark, Dear Evan Hansen, the first Venom movie, Malignant, Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. I wouldn't say The Night House. The Night House was on par with this trailer. Candyman, for sure. What else? Don't Breathe 2 is better than the movie. Stillwater is better than the movie. The trailer is better than the movie itself. And yeah, those are the Old is better than the movie itself. Zola is better than the movie itself. I don't know if Snake Eyes is better than the movie itself.
Yes, it was.
For Snake Eyes
because at least the action was good in the trailer for the most part.
I mean, it was cut in the trailers, and you think, oh, I want to see the complete version of this in the movie, and nope, it's the exact same thing. How about you, Zach? What do you think?
You said a couple in there that I agreed with, but
I just saw the most recent ones. I just went into my channel and watched the latest reviews.
Fantastic Four, the remake, was pretty dope trailers.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Way better. Hellboy,
I don't know if
remake,
I'd agree, but I get it.
The Hellboy remake.
Oh, good one.
Awesome
good
trailers.
One.
And I mean, honestly, I still contend. I think that movie would have been great if the director didn't get fucked. That director got completely screwed with that with those oh man, that movie could have been so fucking badass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What a shame. All right. Oh, I want to talk about it. You talked about this, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave all the details.
Jacoby says,
just so you know, on my thing, I said that I don't think they're going to lose the rights. I think that it's just going to be a settlement detail. It's the same thing that just happened with the Predator stuff with them. We heard about it, nothing happened, and Predator's being made. If Predator wasn't being made, they wouldn't be able to make it.
Jacoby says, man, this Disney Ditko news feels we're back in 2019 when Sony took Spidey out of the MCU. Am I the only one? I don't correlate it to that. I correlate it to what Zach just brought up, the whole Predator thing that we heard about a few months ago. I think I don't even remember what it was, but it was a while ago, where the original creators of Predator, there's a law basically that says after like 30, 40 years, something like that, you can go back and take back your original creation from a company. I hate this law. So Marvel is preemptively suing the estates and the heirs of Ditko and Lee and some other name that I personally didn't recognize, so I don't remember the other name. They're preemptively suing, saying these were works for hire. So these were works created specifically for Marvel. So I like Zach. I think they're good. I want to believe they're good. And the heirs, they're not winning this case. They're not getting those creations back because these creations were made for Marvel. It's the example I gave when we addressed creators that only get a $5,000 check and an invitation to the premiere. Dude, I wish I would get a $5,000 check for sitting on my ass. It's the same thing. You created these things for the company. It belongs to the company. When Zack Snyder makes Justice League, yes, the whole thing sucks, but he created for Warner Brothers. It belongs to Warner Brothers. When Taika Waititi went to do Ragnarok, he did Ragnarok for Disney, for Marvel. It belongs to them, and so on and so forth. But I hate that this law exists because what this law indicates, Zach, let's say you buy this Power Ranger helmet for me. Okay, let's say you suddenly like Power Rangers, you want this helmet, you buy it for me at a fair price, okay? You buy it for me, it belongs to you, you have it there on your set. A few years from now, you bought it, but I can just go back and say, hey, that belongs to me, give it back. And there's a law that says that I can say this to you, and just take it back, and I won't give you your money back, you just have to give the helmet back to me. I hate that this law exists. There's something fundamentally wrong isn't even the proper word. There's something fundamentally that goes against the very law of buying and selling that exists, and it goes against logic. It goes against the notion that we have of things. I hate that this law even exists.
I agree.
I don't know if you want to add anything else because you already talked about this. So thank you for that. And I completely throw this in the dungeon. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. All right. Joe Fletcher, did you see the rumor that Warner Brothers asked Christian Bale to cameo in The Flash? Really hope this doesn't happen. I didn't see that rumor. Zach and I know quite a few things of The Flash, and that was never something that came across. That was never something that came across myself. I don't know if it came across Zach, but I don't think it came across Zach, at least.
It's not true.
So I will say this.
Well,
thank God it's not true, because I wouldn't want to see it. I will say
I
this.
wouldn't be surprised if they asked him. I'll tell you that. I would not be surprised if they asked him.
But and I wouldn't be surprised if Christian Bale immediately said, "Yeah, not interested." So yeah.
Just so everyone knows, Warner Brothers offered this guy the entire world to come back for Batman v Superman. They offered him so much money to come back. And what did he tell them? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. The trilogy's done. Then they went to fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt because they wanted to connect it to Dark Knight, and he said no. So then they just rebooted, which was the smarter thing to do.
So. Very true. Lady Aaron, Ren, if I find Cowboy Bebop anywhere, I'll give it a try. I believe Aaron is American, Zach. Is Cowboy Bebop like on Netflix or on Amazon? Is it anywhere?
I own it. It's like $36 on Amazon.
You own it, okay. Okay. Alrighty. Tony Movie Chappie. Ren and Zach, have you seen the series Happy with Christopher Maloney? Because I just started watching last night. So far, it's great. I watched the first season when it came out because I knew one of the actors that is in that show, the guy who plays the evil Santa. I've met that actor. He's basically
your best friend.
No, but he does follow me on Instagram, and I follow him. But he's basically the mascot, per se, of Comic-Con Portugal. For some reason, his name is Joe Reitman. Joe E. Reitman. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? I think I am. He plays the evil Santa in Happy Season 1. I never got around to Season 2, but that's why I started watching Happy. So yeah, I enjoyed the first season. I don't know why I didn't get back on Season 2. Maybe I was just too busy at the time, but that first season is really great. Zach, how about you?
Never seen it. I know it is.
Alrighty. Heezy, hey, just curious, Zach, did you watch the original The Guilty before the American remake? Did you see the new one, the American one?
Yeah, I saw the American one.
Okay.
I liked it, but I feel like if I would have seen the original one, I probably would be like, yeah, it's fine. You know what I mean? It seems like that's how it is for a lot of people.
I did watch the American, the Danish, the original, like in the morning before watching the new one. I'll say that. Tell me,
is it the exact same thing? Because my friend compared it and said it's the exact same thing, pretty much, she said.
In essence, yes. The American one does add a few differences here and there. Not necessarily for the better. But for the longest time, I was annoyed that they were doing the exact same thing. So basically, it's this 911 operator, this emergency services operator, and the conversations, the people that call them on the phone, the situations they're in, like at the I'm not talking about the main one. Obviously, you got to keep that the same. But the little ones that are part of the build-up, exactly the same thing. Obviously, you change locations. Like, I'm in this street in Denmark, but you change it to LA. There's this added thing that there's fires in LA, which I'm sure it's a normal thing. I absolutely know that and whatnot. But it's just sprinkles. Zach, do you like sprinkles in your ice cream? I don't like sprinkles in my ice cream.
If I'm ice cream.
Jesus. Okay, let's move on. GKOP, since you guys like just Selena Gomez in Only Murders in the Building, who are other Disney actors you feel have the best success? For me, Zendaya, Justin Timberlake, and believe it or not, Ryan Gosling. I think you took all the best ones, dude,
Yeah,
already. I'm just taking it
yeah.
out because it covers too much of our faces. Wasn't Leo DiCaprio part of the Gosling like group of the
The
kids from
Mickey
the
Mouse
I don't
Club.
know, that
I'm not
wasn't a
sure.
thing. Mickey Mouse Club, that's the one.
I'm not sure,
um
but he took the best
what
ones.
else? Dove Cameron is pretty solid as an actress. I think she is in Schmigadoon. That's why I remember her. She's pretty solid. Apart from
I
that,
have one, but he's
who
under a
else?
lot of shit right now. But he's a really good actor.
Oh,
Shia
ooh,
Shia LaBeouf.
oh yeah, I forgot that one completely. For the better, I think, but I forgot that one. But you're right. You're right. It's important to recognize. Lady Aaron. So the Mario movie. I didn't even get to talk about the Mario movie, man. The Mario movie announcement was during the Nintendo Direct. Did you guys see the Nintendo Direct at all? And if you did, what are your thoughts on it? Zach did, so I'm gonna let him go last because he'll spend more time on it. I don't watch these Direct unless I know they're going to talk about Pokemon games. I completely skipped it. So the only thing I know and that interests me at all that came out of that direct was the Mario movie cast announcement,
It's
which
a me,
since I
Mario.
since I didn't get to talk about it, everyone just seems shuffled around. I think everyone in the casting is equally miscast, apart from Anya Taylor-Joy's Mr. Speech. That is on point. Jack Black should be Mario, Seth Rogen should be Bowser, and Keegan-Michael Key should be Luigi. Charlie Day is just someone I am not a fan of. He is not funny in anything I have seen him in, and he is in a lot of stuff that I like as a whole, but he's not funny, so I would not cast him as Luigi. Chris Pratt is just as a bad a choice as anyone else would be. But I'm also not one of those guys that's saying that the guy who voices Mario in the game should voice him in the movie. I think that's completely wrong-headed. Um, so yeah, just wanted to give my thoughts on the Mario movie because I didn't get to talk about it earlier. Zach, you watched the Nintendo Direct. I believe you covered the Nintendo Direct.
So Leo
What are your
did,
thoughts
but
on it?
I still watched it. It was fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I cool. They're bringing 64 and Sega Genesis. There's a couple cool announcements in there. Nothing that had me like jumping out of my seat. The more and more I sit on that voice casting, though, I'm not mad about it, and you know why? Because I haven't heard what voices they're doing. I need to hear how their voices are going to be. Hearing Chris Pratt talk, because it seems like he actually was kind of upset how many people are shitting on him. Let me hear what he's doing. If I see the first trailer and it's just Chris Pratt doing a Chris Pratt voice, then I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
whatever. But if he's actually has a voice that he's doing, then cool. Let's see it. That's it. That's all. That's like literally my thoughts on it.
All right. Nicholas Lee, Zach and Rand, have you seen any films from David Lynch? Yes, a lot of them. Not all of them. I haven't completed his filmography, but I've seen a lot of his movies. Zach, what about you?
No. Maybe I have, but I haven't seen them all.
All right. Yoshi King, do you think Red Hood will be in the Batman franchise? In The Batman franchise, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson? Absolutely not. I don't think there's any way at all, at least right now as I see it, that he'll be a part of that. Maybe I'm wrong?
News.
Maybe.
Demon Slayer
he is a
coming
part.
back December 5th.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah. Zach, do you think Red Hood? Oh, we have a donation.
Thomas Jones.
But please address.
Will Red Hood be in it? No.
No. All right. Thomas Jones donates to the channel. Thank you so much, Thomas. That's very kind. Hope you're both well. Thank you very much. We hope you are well too. Thank you for being here. We're better off for it. Favorite Kubrick film? This is easy for me. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, actually. I know it's not the popular opinion, but Zach, what do you think? What's your favorite Kubrick film?
What's yours?
Kubrick.
I didn't hear it.
Mine is Full Metal Jacket. I think it's his absolute best movie. For sure. How about you, Zach?
I have to look because he has so many movies.
All right.
Clockwork Orange or The Shining. But
Those are
I'll say,
those probably make up my top 3. I'll say.
I have never seen Eyes Wide Shut, and everyone tells me that's like right up my alley. So
I saw it a long ago. I don't know if it's up your. I think you'll enjoy it. Don't get me wrong.
2001's really good.
But-
Full Metal Jacket's really good. Doctor Strangelove's really good. But yeah, definitely one of those two. I'm probably leaning more on The Shining, because I've seen it more. But I do love A Clockwork Orange.
All right. Ren, how was your day going before the technical difficulties with your mic? I was just curious. It's fine. I was busy because I was editing all morning and then paused for lunch and then edited some more, and then it was time to do the show. But also, it was just busy because I'm still editing that ranking video. It was a very busy week, so I'm very, very exhausted. And then some of the videos just didn't do very well viewing-wise, especially the one I think would bring the most views, Star Wars Visions, just completely flopped. So it's a normal week. It's a normal week for me.
I'm surprised more people are not talking about Star Wars Visions. Like, just in general.
Same. Just want to bring this one up quickly because we addressed it a bit ago. I hate Ezra Miller as a person, but I think he's a good actor. Touche, Joe Fletcher. Touche. We talk about why we hate Ezra Miller a lot on this show, so touche on that one. I don't know how.
I hope he chokes me one day. If I
you want to fight, bro? You want to fight?
If you got to interview him, would you want to mention it? Just be like,
yes,
just a joke. Like, can you choke me or something like that?
If by the time I interview him, it had been addressed, what's the point?
Yeah.
If nobody up to that point had talked about it, I'd be like, you want to choke me, bro? You want to fight, bro?
You
want to fight, bro?
You know they're not going to address it, though. Even during the press stuff, they'll tell the press.
Somebody's going to ask it. Somebody's going to ask it. I know they're going to say that, but somebody's going to ask it nonetheless.
Do you think it'll see the light of day? Because I don't think it will.
One way or the other, it will.
Because there's
remember when we were talking about on the chat, James was talking about how CinemaCon, they're gonna have all these confiscated cell phones and whatnot. Nobody's gonna record the trailers. Even before CinemaCon started, what happened? One of the trailers leaked. One way or the other, it's gonna happen. One way or the other is gonna happen.
Did I ever tell you? You know how they're making that Halo show for Showtime?
Are they still? Is it still happening?
It's done. Yeah, it's done.
Okay,
did I ever tell you the first episode leaked out like months back?
No.
The whole entire it's literally filmed on a fucking cell phone.
How does it look?
I watched 30 seconds of it because it was on Twitter. I just wanted to see.
I
wanted to see what the aliens looked like, and I was like, all right, this actually isn't too bad. The visual effects weren't completely done, but I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm like, all right, let's see where this is going. But I was like, Jesus Christ, the entire first episode. All right. GGOP. Ren, what do you think of Chris Pratt as Mario? At first I was turned off, but I'm willing to give him a chance. And if you think about it, Emmett in the Lego movie seems similar to Mario personality-wise. I don't fully agree, but I don't fully disagree. I can see the similarities for sure. So I address a little bit of this. I think he's miscast, but I don't think he's any more miscast than anyone else in the casting announcement. Again, apart from Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. I will say this. My worry is
I'm not super worried about Chris Pratt as Mario, Zach. It doesn't worry me. Like, it doesn't excite me. I'm not like, oh my god, perfect. It's Illumination. That's the part that worries me. Nothing else. Like, you could cast Tommy Wiseau. That's a bad example because that would be fucking amazing, actually. You could cast me.
It's me.
You could cast me.
Mario.
It's a me, Mario. From Planet Mario. No, but you could cast me as Mario, and the biggest worry should still be Illumination. So yeah.
I said when we were doing it, I said, please please, Illumination, make something that's for adults and kids, because kids love their movies. That's I totally get that. But the problem with them is their movies. The reason that Pixar is so successful is their movies are made for both version. There's jokes for adults, there's jokes for kids, and the story can hit both in a certain light. Not all their movies, but 85 to 90% of Pixar movies are made for families. DreamWorks, probably more in the 75% realm now. Back in the day, I would say it was more even. But Illumination, I like 2 movies from them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
same. All right, Thomas Jones now watching The Green Knight, and The Green Knight is now available on Amazon. I believe it is in select theaters here in the UK, so enjoy, Thomas. Bruno was also watching that while I was still editing before the show, so yes, enjoy it, my friend. Luis Luciano, are you guys going to watch Tudum, Netflix fan event today? I'm not going to watch it. I still, again, like I said, I still have to finish the editing to give you guys the first ever ranking video that is not a top 10 of best or worst of the year thing for Star Wars Vision. I still need to finish that, so I'm just going to wait for the press release emails to come into my inbox. I'll for sure pause the editing to watch the Cowboy Bebop trailer, but apart from that, I think that's really the only thing that it fully interests me. And even though we couldn't talk about the trailer today, you know we're going to talk about the trailer next week.
So Demon Slayer actually comes back in October.
That's no. They're breaking the movie apart as episodes. That's what comes out in October.
Because a reputable outlet said that, and then another one's
it's basically what they did with Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, that's dumb. So part of the new season will be
stupid.
Mugen Train, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Did you guys, M-Chat, did you either of you see the trailer for Super Crooks? It's a new anime based on Mark Millar comic book coming to Netflix. The best way to describe it is the ocean's movies with supervillains. So yes, we heard about this in the same news where they canceled Jupiter's Legacy. I didn't know it was going to be an anime until yesterday, I believe, where they announced the anime block of the Tudum event, and they talked about Super Crooks. So I haven't seen the I know it's out, but I haven't seen the trailer because it was out 10 minutes before the show started. So I was prepping everything. I even got new lights today, so I was seeing how they work and all that. But Zach, did you see the trailer?
Are you gonna do reactions today?
Nah. Again, I still have to edit the Star Wars Visions ranking, so I just want to get that out of the way.
Just so everyone knows, I when it comes to TV, it's hard for me to really watch their trailers unless I'm really excited. I'm going to react to Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to react to not Stranger Things because it's not a full trailer. I'm not fucking watching that. Maybe Ozarks, but that's Cowboy Bebop's the one I really care about. I don't know. I'm just
you think they're going to have the music in the trailer?
Yeah. They got to. You know what I'm shocked, though? So I guess most of this is stuff that's coming this year and early next year, I guess, is from what it seems like. But I also got to be honest, are you excited for Army of Thieves? I just can't get into getting hyped for that movie.
I wouldn't say I'm excited, at least yet. I really enjoyed Army of the Dead. It's a really fun movie. Yeah. I enjoyed the trailer for Army of Thieves. Do I need this, though? That's the biggest thing. It's got Nathalie Emmanuel, who I love.
Same.
So I'm curious. And I'm rooting for it. I don't know if I'd say excited.
It's just I'm going over the schedule right now. So hour 1, Red Notice is the first thing they're talking about. They're going to debut an exclusive clip. Okay. Stranger Things. Set to unveil a surprise from the long-awaited 4th season. What's the surprise? I mean, what fucking surprise are you going to tell me? Bridgerton. Didn't watch season 1, so I really do not give a fuck. Ozark. Jason Bateman premieres the first look at the thrilling final season. No, it's not the thrilling final season. You're doing two seasons, but splitting them in half. And then hour 2, The Sandman. The long first look video plus character poses at the long-awaited dark fantasy. That I'm actually interested in. Extraction. I really like the first one. Chris Hemsworth teases the next installment of the action blockbuster. Okay?
Yeah.
Vikings Valhalla. First footage shown.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Cobra Kai. Cast of the popular Karate Kid series will unveil season 4 sneak peek that you don't want to miss. Don't want to see anything from it. Cowboy Bebop, exclusive look at the live-action series opening title sequence. Oh.
Woo!
And highly anticipated music. I don't know if I want to watch that.
I'm gonna watch that, but I don't know if it's worth reacting to. That's the thing. Definitely watching it.
Yeah. Hour 3, but Emily in Paris. I don't watch. Do you watch Emily in Paris? I've heard good things.
I watch.
Okay, The Crown.
Don't pay no mind to the good things. I watch it, but it's trash. It's trash TV, and I love Lily Collins. I love Lily Collins, but that is a trashy show. Maybe the second season gets better.
Army of Thieves. Zack Snyder joins. Blah 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 blah. Don't Look Up. Exclusive clip. I'm actually wanting to see that fucking clip because I've heard that movie's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So
I don't care for clips.
The Witcher, lots of news from the Witcher universe, including exclusive first look and some exciting breaking news. I have to say this. Please stop adding to this world until you actually give us season 2. Because just come fucking on. You guys are expanding.
Aren't those going to be about the second season?
It's rumored they're going to announce like another spinoff.
Oh, okay.
Well, like I'm sure we'll see a trailer and stuff. I don't need to see another trailer. I'm fucking sold from the first one. Mm-hmm. And then Umbrella Academy, catch up with the cast as they answer fan questions from behind the scenes of season 3. So we're probably not getting a trailer on Umbrella Academy either, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. I know they just finished filming. Like they literally just finished filming.
Yeah,
but
true.
Honestly, out of all of these I just mentioned, let's just talk about the shows. What are the 2 shows that are your most anticipated?
Cowboy Bebop and The Witcher.
Okay. So mine's Umbrella Academy season 3 is my number 1. I absolutely love
Umbrella Academy would be my number 3.
And then my second one's Ozark. Ozark is my favorite TV show right now. I literally, that last season, Ren, I cannot tell you, when I was sitting there watching it, in the last 5 seconds of the show, my jaw hit the fucking floor, and I'm just like, and I had to reverse it. Watch it again. I'm like, did that really just happen in front of me?
I remember. Oh all right. Lady Aaron, Ren, I would like your thoughts on this. Did you hear about the rumor that Adam Driver reportedly turned out a role for Nightmare and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Nope, didn't hear about it, and I don't think that is true. Because Nightmare is not even in Doctor Strange Multiverse
that
of
we
Madness.
know
That's
of,
all I'm going to say. It's not. He's not. That guy, he or she, because they could gender bend. It has been gender bend in the comments. From whatever the sex of that character would be, that character is not in the movie. I'll say that much. All right.
He's actually
Lydia,
lying,
favorite?
and Ren is playing Nightmare. He's just trying to
Damn
not
it,
get
Zach. Damn it, Zach. I sent you an NDA, no. Traitor.
Someone put it on. Someone message out to fucking someone let
Kevin
Feige know that he fucked up. I fucked up.
Lady Aaron, favorite and least favorite Disney song of all time.
Oh,
favorite.
Easy. It's the one that I sing to Ren every night. Hakuna Matata. Every time he's sleeping, I just sit there and whisper it into his ear.
The ballad version of Hakuna Matata. Mine would probably be Go the Distance from Hercules. Favorites. Least favorite? I don't know. Actually, like, there are Disney songs I don't like, but I don't keep my least favorite. I just forget. Exactly. I just forget. Like, I don't like it. I forget it.
Favorite, though, is You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. That is like my favorite one. I love it. And then honestly,
I'm 40 features, I need 1,000 tales. Marcel, luck us up your sleeve. You got a brand that never fails. You got some power in your corner, now some heavy ammunition in your hand. You got some punch, pizzazz, Yahoo, and house. All you gotta do is rub that lamp, and I'll say, okay, let's stop this because we'll get copyright strike.
But I want to say my other favorites. You're Welcome. Like recently,
You're Welcome is top 10. You're Welcome is top 10 songs of all time.
It's so good.
So good. Fully agree. Gigo EP, can we all agree that Thor vs. Captain Marvel was awesome? They fought like their brother and sister doing it. I love that fight, dude. I love that fight. I love how it goes. I love how the little character moments in between the punches. I love how it ends with Mjolnir just boom, placed on Captain Marvel's chest. really awesome fight. I fully agree. Zach, did you like that fight?
Best part of the episode.
Alrighty. Hey Ren, after I rewatched the Amazing Spider-Man films, do you agree that if Garfield is in No Way Home, you'll be glad that he'll have a better material to work with? Same with Jamie Foxx, who is back. Absolutely, because Andrew Garfield is a great actor. Jamie Foxx is a great actor. I just don't like how that Peter Parker was written from the beginning. Nor do I like how that Electro was written. So yes, absolutely, I'll be very happy. Is the material actually better, though? That's the thing. I hope it is, but we'll see. What about you, Zach?
I have something to say. So when I read Garfield, for some reason I thought of Garfield the cat. So I got really confused for like 2 seconds.
Garfield the cat in the Spider-Man suit.
For like 2 seconds, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, Amazing Spider-Man. Okay. That's where we're going. Yeah, I agree.
All right.
And
Lady Aaron.
Never mind. I don't want to say it.
Go ahead.
It might be a spoiler to some people, so I don't want to say it.
Okay. Ren, what are your favorite Pokemon from all the regions? Here's mine. Kanto is Pikachu, Johto is Lugia, Owen is Rayquaza, Sinnoh is Lucario, Unova is Reshiram, Kalos is Sylveon, Lola is Primarina. I don't even recognize Primarina just seeing the name. Galar is either Cinderace or Zacian. I'm not sure how to read it. I don't know. It's not a list I keep off the top of my head. I'll say Kanto is Mewtwo, Johto is Entei, Owen is Blaziken, and Rayquaza tied. Sinnoh is Lucario for sure. Unova, I'm gonna have to say Samurott from Unova. Kalos. I don't remember having a favorite in Kalos, so gotta skip that one. Alola, I'm gonna the cat, the fire starter. Incineroar, I believe is his name. And Galar, I'm going with the shield guy. It starts with a Z too, but I don't remember his name. But that's my favorite. All right, it's just not a list I keep off the top of my head, but those are a few. Jiggly I saw the directors of the Mario movie did Teen Titans Go to the Movies, which I heard was actually pretty fun. And the writer worked on the story for Lego Movie 2. It might be in good hands, right? So, Zach, I never watched Teen Titans Go to the Movie from beginning to end, but you guys know I'm not a fan of the Teen Titans. I'm not a fan of the comics. I'm not a fan of the show. I'm not a fan of the other show. I'm not excited for this film. And as I said, I didn't watch the full movie. There is one joke in that movie very early on that I was crying my eyes out. It's the stupidest thing ever. So I'm not going to spoil the joke, because if you want to watch that movie, watch that movie. I haven't fully seen it, so I couldn't recommend it, nor could I say don't watch that movie. Okay, have you seen it?
I love it.
Okay.
Shocked.
So you'll know the joke I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the punchline, but
I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about already. But
okay, so it's early on. All the superheroes are in a movie theater, and then there's a trailer for a movie, but it's a movie focused on the Batmobile. And then they say the tagline. They say the coming soon part for that film, and the coming soon part from that film. I could barely breathe, guys. That's all I can say. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so much.
That movie is fucking hilarious. I went to that. I got invited to the press screening, and I did not want to go, and no other critics were going. So like the reps were like, "Hey, can anyone cover this?" And I said, "Fuck it, I'm off. I'll go. I don't have to take the day off." And I went. I sat there, angry, just like I don't want to fucking watch this. Blah blah. And I walked out going, holy shit, that was really good. And it's actually grown on me the more and more I thought about it. The more and more I've rewatched it. Because there definitely are some more kiddie elements there, but dude, some of the jokes in there are fucking hilarious. Hilarious. If you guys don't remember, that movie was at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a while.
Really?
Let me see what it's at right now. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty high. Teen Titans
But yeah, that joke with the Batmobile, the movie about the Batmobile, my God, I couldn't
Holy
breathe. I couldn't
fuck!
breathe.
It's a
What is it?
91 still.
91. Nice. All right. Nicholas Lee, Zack and Rents. Since the Mario movie was announced, what is the worst Illumination movie? Probably, it's Minions. I was gonna say Sing, but
Yeah.
it's Minions.
Yeah.
It's
I went
don't
in
like
drunk to Minions, and me and my
Yeah.
friends still didn't like it.
I went
Well,
sober.
We did walk out talking like Minions, and that was the best part. But then
Lady Aaron, what is the most disappointing and your most surprising movie of the year so far? This was going on Twitter a few days ago. Most disappointing. Hang on. Let's go take a look at Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd at Brandon Geekness. Not activity films. Zach, do you have some? I believe you participated in this trend. Am I correct?
Yes, mine was Pig and
Okay.
Snake Eyes.
Pig was a big surprise. I was never that excited for Snake Eyes, so I don't know if I'd have that one as my. Malignant was very disappointing for me. I'll say that. Don't Breathe 2. From the beginning, I was hesitant towards being excited for Don't Breathe 2, but even then, ended up being Jungle Cruise. I was excited for Jungle Cruise. I ended up having such a good time. Like I said, Pig is a great one,
Mitchell's
so good
versus
shout
the
on that one,
Machines.
Zach.
There's another one. That's
Mitchell versus the Machines is such a good
not excited
surprise.
for that. Dear Evan Hansen.
Cruella. I thought I was going to like Cruella. I did not like Cruella. I didn't. Jesus Christ, what did I just say? I loved Cruella. Oh, no, forget about it. Biggest surprise this year? I know it is, Zach, because everyone talked splendid things about this film. I was like, okay, I'll check it out, and it didn't even look that good. It's my number 3 movie of the year, Coda, on Apple TV Plus. If you haven't seen Coda, it's a beautiful movie.
I almost didn't watch it at Sundance. I almost didn't watch it at its premiere. I almost watched a different movie. And I only did it because it was shorter than the other movie. Because the other movie was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I was like, oh fuck. If I have time, I'll watch it. Which I did, and that's actually in my top 20 of the year is that other movie. So like but Coda,
another disappointing one. Another disappointing one. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Hated that movie. I hated that movie.
It was fun.
And I have so much fun with the first. The first was disappointing in parts, but the overall thing, I really enjoyed.
It's so weird because I really enjoyed that first one. I watched it in theaters. And then I rewatched it before this one, and I fucking was so bored. I was so bored.
Really?
So then I went into this one less happy, really had fun with it, and then like I got sent it for free, so then I watched it again. I was like, just to see, am I crazy? Am I not?
Yeah,
I had fun with it. I mean, it is one of the worst made movies of the year. Stupid as all fuck. I mean, I lose brain cells watching that movie, but it's like fun brain cells, you know?
That's the thing. I didn't have fun because if I at least had fun, yes, I agree.
They're making another one.
I didn't laugh. I didn't
cry either.
True. Joe Fletcher, what comic book hot takes do you have? For me, Garfield is the best Spider-Man. Damn it, Joe. How dare you? And Apocalypse is not as bad as people say it is. I'll definitely agree with you on the latter. Apocalypse is not bad at all. I like Apocalypse quite a bit. I think it's a good movie, a good X-Men movie. Other than that, specifically comic book movie related hot takes, I don't think I have that many. I'll agree with you on the latter, so that's one. Zach, do you have any off the top of your head? I'm looking at my things, my Funkos and whatnot to see.
I mean, a lot of people think Man of Steel's overrated.
If anything, it's underrated. The first Thor is underrated. That's another hot take for me. I don't know if I ever admitted this before.
It's not a fucking great movie.
I agree. Zach, I don't know if I ever admitted this on camera or to you in private, but
that you're pregnant.
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is mildly enjoyable. That's the best Fantastic Four movie we got. I'll say that. Don't you? I'm not saying it's good or great. I'm saying
A lot of people
enjoyable.
like this movie I'm about to say, but my hot take is it's one of my favorite comic book films, and I agree that it's one of my favorites. Kick-Ass. I think Kick-Ass is one of the best comic book films.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
I love Kick-Ass.
I agree.
Kingsman, everyone forgets. That's also a comic book. First Kingsman, fucking amazing.
Fantastic. Second Kingsman is great. Yeah. That's my hot take. Yeah. The Golden Circle is great. Dude, not as good as the original, but
dude, that second one was so much fun. That second one was so much fun.
So much fun, dude. I love it.
Very awkward to watch.
Always Sunny. I tried that show. It's not funny whatsoever.
I can't get into
did I say Always Funny? Always Sunny.
No, you said Always Sunny. You said Always Sunny.
Okay. Horrible Bosses. No joke. Horrible Bosses is top 20 comedies of all time. My least favorite part of that film is Charlie Day. Especially because I don't get that character. If you know what I mean, if you've seen the movie. Tony Movie Chappie, Ren and Zach, as much as Dirtbag Joss Whedon is as a person, he made some great films. Sure, he made one of my favorite films of all time in The Avengers. And TV shows, Buffy is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, and I still love the first Avengers. Shout out to you, sir. Good shout on that.
Ren, I will give a heads up. In about 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna have to cut out because of the Tadam event. The Tadam.
I know.
I gotta get ready.
I know. We'll end a little bit sooner. Thoughts on musicians acting in more and more movies these days, with Ariana Grande and Don't Look Up and Dua Lipa in Argyle. I think it will become normal. I'm always the guy who says give him the chance, but given the track record, I'm never confident. Yes, Lady Gaga turned out to be a pretty good actress. She's one in a million horrible ones. So I'm not excited for these two examples that you gave.
Ariana Grande did start out in acting, so that's something. I mean, on Nickelodeon of all things, but I mean.
And she went to music because the acting wasn't very good.
But can I just say, Don't Look Up, from what I understand, it's a glorified cameo. It's nothing more than you.
Okay.
Dua Lipa, though, I like that. That is
Dua Lipa is a starring role. Yeah.
Yes. But I trust him. I trust why can I not think of the guy's name? What's his name? Director of Kick-Ass.
I don't know.
Director of Kick-Ass.
Matthew Vaughn. Vaughn.
I trust Matthew Vaughn. Fucking great director. So I mean, look at Elton John and Kingsman too.
All right, let's take 3 more. I jumped to the lower part of the chat. Let's take 3 more great questions.
Let's take 2 more great questions and 1 shitty question.
Where are questions? Come on, guys. Come on.
If you guys don't throw in questions, I'm gonna ask Ren one, and that's all we'll answer. Just one of mine.
Okay, let's take this one while no others come in. Nicholas Lee, have you seen Fist Fight with Charlie Day and Ice Cube? I have. It is not good. I do not recommend it. It's not horrible. I would watch that movie over Dear Evan Hansen. I'll say that.
I've seen one scene in it, and it's I don't fuck with you stupid ass little bitch, when they're singing on stage.
I don't even remember. It's just for you to see how much of an impact that movie made on my person. I don't remember that. But I remember they fist fight by the end, so I guess they live up to the trailer, to the name, to the title of the film. I stopped by a good question over here. It was from GKOVP. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. It was about Disney songs. Come on. Nope. I already went way too upwards. Okay, new question. Ren, what if they add these guys in the Mario movie? Florence Pugh as Daisy, Danny DeVito as Wario, and Adam Sandler as Waluigi. I think Willem Dafoe should be Waluigi. No, it's animation, so it really doesn't matter if it's Willem Dafoe. I look. I'm not the biggest Mario geek. I don't know if I probably should have. I probably should have said at the top of all this. But Daisy, I guess, is just a brunette version of Peach. Is that correct, Zach?
Mm-hmm. It is.
All right. Danny DeVito as Wario. I don't know if I'd get someone bigger for Wario. Who would I get for Wario? Clancy Brown for Wario would be cool. Clancy Brown for Wario would be really cool. I would like that. Adam Sandler, I would probably get Danny DeVito for Waluigi. These days, I don't think Adam Sandler is doing even voice in a good way, voice work in a good way, because he didn't even come back for Hotel Transylvania, the new one. I don't even remember how many of those there are.
That's four.
Four, Jesus. But yeah, I would like those. I mean, you're continuing, GGOP, you're continuing on the trend of let's give Daisy and Peach the perfect casting, and everyone else already sounds like a joke but is real. But I like that. I would exchange Danny DeVito to Waluigi. I would put Clancy Brown as Wario, or even Dave Bautista, because that would be a reference to Chris Pratt and Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy. But I like that, especially the Florence Pugh one. How about you, Zach?
Good. I think I said that, but yeah, I like it. I don't care about the voices really much. The movie's still gonna be shit.
All right.
I like Lady Aaron's question. The favorite piece of video game music.
Oh, favorite piece of video game music of all time, and can you possibly sing a little bit of it?
Can't sing it.
I don't have an answer to this.
I have mine. Number one, Last of Us.
Ooh, I know exactly that, but I can't even bring myself to sing that.
Last of Us Day tomorrow.
Yeah, I can.
An announcement. So let's see.
Fuck.
I don't think they're not announcing a new game. They're not announcing a new game. I if they announced a new game, I would shit my pants.
They're probably going to announce David. Please announce David for the show.
Oh, that'd be cool. I think what they're gonna do, because what they did last year was they announced the update that's coming for the PS5 version. Mm. So I think what they're gonna do for this one, same thing. I think they're going to announce a PS5 version of The Last of Us Part 2 and 1, because they're remastering 1. That's already leaked out. We already know 1's coming. And I think it's going to have the online mode. Because you never played the online mode for the first one, but it was absolutely the most surprising online thing I've ever played. It was actually really good. So, yeah.
I just don't play online stuff.
I know.
If you don't have a story, I'm not playing.
I know. But it does. It kind of did. So if they expand on it, it could be better.
All right, and that's what we'll finish off. First of all, before we say goodbye, I want to apologize for the technical issues on today's show. I don't know what happened. StreamYard locked me out on Google Chrome. I was only able to get back on this through another browser, and even then, you guys can see that the camera is not as good. It's more tight in shot, and it doesn't work. I promise to at least.
To be honest, I kind of like it how it is right now.
Because I want to show off my set. I have the new lights to brag about. I spent money on this shit, man. I promise to at least try to look into it. So I want to apologize. Something fell. So I want to apologize for what happened today early on in the show, and thank Zach for guiding you all through the topics and commanding the show while I was out trying to fix everything and try not to murder someone. Because mentally I have blood on my hands. But yeah, that's on me. I want to always give you guys the best. I want to give you guys always the best show possible, and that did not happen today, so I apologize. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go check out the Star Wars Visions review. Just I want to get a little bit more views on that. And the ranking is coming. I'm almost done with the editing, so expect it like in the next hour to 90 minutes. And of course, we couldn't talk about the trailer today, but next week, one of the topics you guys already know is going to be the Cowboy Bebop trailer. If you guys want to help me get more mics and get over the technical difficulties, you can now become a member on the channel. There are several tiers. Any tier gets you exclusive content, so go check it out.
We'll get rid of your
It costs one cup of coffee. It costs 1 cup of coffee, so go check that out. See the perks that it has, and if it is for you, perfect, and you'll have exclusive content. We get monthly Q&As in one of them and whatnot. And, of course, thank you to Thomas Jones today for his donation to the channel. This week is not that busy, but James Bond is coming out. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing that earlier anymore, at least as of now. But I am watching Bale, the new Mamoru Hosoda film. I'm watching Titan, finally, on Thursday. And No Time to Die on Thursday, too. And finally, I will be able to review Venom. That drops on September 30th at 2 p.m. BST. That is 6 a.m. PST, and I believe 11 a.m. EST. So check what time that is for you guys. Zach, what you got coming up this week?
A lot. No Time to Die, Venom, Many Saints of Newark. You already seen, but I'm seeing that.
Yeah. Because it's out here. They released it here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's out because they released it here because it's Britain, it's the UK, and we're having James Bond this next week. So they don't want anything getting in the way of James Bond.
But Venom is, right? Because Venom comes out there too, right?
No, that's the thing. We only get Venom over here. We only get Venom on the 15th. So next week we cannot talk about the thing you're going to see on Venom over there in America. Yeah. So enjoy that, but we'll address it 2 weeks from now on the show.
That thing, though, will be everywhere by the time that movie comes out.
Because you know already. You know what it is.
I do. But I'm still like, even though I know, I'm like still going to be surprised.
Oh, you definitely want to see it. You definitely want to see it. And everyone else, mute the words and go watch Venom when it comes out. Because you don't want to get that spoiled.
So my manager, just a quick story, my manager was like, I don't really want to see Venom. And I'm like...
And you told him.
So I didn't tell him what happens, but I was like... He goes, I didn't really like the first one. I was like, well, neither did my friend, but he said this one's better for the most part. He goes, it's shorter. He said it's more fun for the most part. He goes, so it's like turn your brain off? I was like, yeah. And then he goes, the end credit scene blows your mind. He goes, well, what's the end credit scene? I'm like, I can't say, but you should definitely go see it because it's important. Yeah. I'm excited, man, to see that. I'm trying to think. Oh, Titan. So they're showing Titan out here on Friday. So I really want to go see that. I've seen Raw, but it was a while ago. So, but yeah, all that. Look forward to it. Excited. Oh, and then the new Blumhouse horror films come to Amazon Prime. I'm going to be reviewing one of those. And then the week after, I will be seeing Dune.
Yes, son of a bitch. And the week after, I will start LFF. So I don't even remember what's the opening gala movie. But I'll keep you guys updated. Check on Twitter, check on Instagram. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to meet with a lot of other critics over here from the UK. So maybe you'll see some collabs. Maybe you'll see some Instagram stories of because I want to start doing out of the theater reactions. Maybe not on YouTube because I'm not taking my camera out. But
on your phone.
Just Instagram, maybe Twitter and whatnot. On my phone. So yes. Once more, Zach, thank you for guiding the show through today. Everyone, number one, I apologize. Number two, stay tuned for the first ever ranking video. I had a lot more fun than I expected doing this.
A ranking video
but it was a lot of work.
To watch it.
Yeah, you got to have 1 million views. No, I'm kidding. But I did have a lot of work. It's been over 24 hours since I started. So if you guys watch it and comment, I would appreciate it because I want to know your thoughts.
You need to make your title the only Star Wars Visions ranking you actually need to watch.
I'll ask you for tags and for ranking in a bit. Don't worry. But once more, everyone, I apologize for the inconvenience today on today's shows. And thank you so much for sticking with us. Those of you who stick all the way through. Thank you so much once more. Until the next one, love each other.
Love the
movies.